So today Yibo released 我的世界守则, Rules of My World, and from the first time they posted this title of the song and like started to give us little teasers of the lyrics and stuff, I realized that it's really similar to Wugan. So I wanted to like kind of analyze and compare the lyrics. I kind of like did some sort of organizing for, let me show you guys. So yeah, I did this, but I didn't really make a script because I can't figure out how to like organize my thoughts. So I'm just gonna talk and then I will somehow edit the video, like maybe changing the order a little bit so that it can be a little more organized and comprehensible. Okay, I think it's pretty obvious that they're both extremely Wang Yibo songs. They're just really he's really clear about what kind of person he is. He acts as himself. He is himself. He doesn't let other people really affect or change him, which is really impressive considering that he's in the entertainment industry. But even though they're really similar, these two songs, they have similar themes, it's still quite different. I saw on Weibo someone said like he only releases one song per year and it's at the end of the year, so it's kind of like this summary of how his year went. So Wugan was at the end of 2019. He shot to fame in the summer of 2019 because of Chen Qingling. Like before, yes, he had fans and he was kind of known, but for Chinese entertainment standards, he was still a total nobody. But then in June, July, August, he literally shot up. So Wugan talks a lot about how he reacted to the sudden fame, and like I can't remember which interview it was, but you can see that he really knows that fans and fame is really temporary and whimsical. Like in the interview, he said that he was asked what fans mean to him, and he said that fans are just someone who accompanies him for a certain amount of time. He knows that fans won't stay forever, and he doesn't expect fans to do that either. And in Wugan, in the lyrics, you can see that as well. Like the first 3 lines is being complimented and being liked is obviously worthy of being anticipated, and after you receive a lot, you say you don't like me anymore and leave. And then there's also like, I'm not as good as you think I am. So maybe he feels that fans idolize him too much and he wants fans to know, I'm not as good as you think I am, and you only see a portion of me and you really like me. You spoil me and then you step on me. And he also knows that fame isn't permanent either. He said the lyrics, the lights on the stage, they just turn on and turn off. Every day there's someone who goes on stage and goes off. So just remain Wugan. Wugan, I saw on YouTube people like translated as like senseless or emotionless. I think it's better to translate just like stay unbothered. Don't worry about it. Because 感 comes from 感觉, which is like feeling, and then wu means no. So I guess like don't feel anything about whatever. Yeah. So while Wugan is about like he suddenly received all this fame, but he's telling himself that this isn't permanent either. You should just stay unbothered. Don't get affected by the sudden fame and all of the sudden enthusiastic fans, but also don't care about all of the hate that is suddenly coming to you. So while Wugan is like, he sounds really badass, and he is, because he's like, I don't care about any of this, I know, like, yeah. But he's still kind of like passive, because it's things that are happening to him and he's reacting to it. He's saying he should remain unbothered, but it's still like a reaction to other people. But for 我的世界守则, my rules of my world, he is a lot more in control. Like he has the upper hand, because in the first line it's welcome to join my world, and he's, instead of him reacting to what the outside world is doing to him, he is instead like saying, this is my world, you're welcome to join me, here's the entrance ticket, here are my rules, if you don't like it then you can fuck off, I don't care about you. So he's, after this year of all the shit that has happened, he is feeling a lot more in control, and he has a clearer idea of who he is and what he wants to do. And let's just relax a little, we'll get through the dark night together. And so obviously 2020 was really shit for the entire world, so I think that the we in we'll get past this dark night together is saying all of us, but also like him and the people he's close to. I really like the line like stupidity is hard to like interact with, and stupidity will never stop. Because as someone who is in fandom and always on Weibo and Twitter, like, okay, not even just the fandom parts of internet, but like this year I saw so much stupidity on the internet, and it's just it will never stop, I guess. But as he said, the stupidity, the disgusting parts of life just make tomorrow seem even brighter in comparison. So I guess it's okay. Rules of My World is a lot more positive and optimistic, I think. He talks a lot about brightness, sunlight, and yeah. He even says like optimistically go forward. So I think it really shows a change in his mindset. One line in the chorus, don't like live in order to please others, and that is how you will feel more interesting. That's how life will feel more interesting, I guess. That line really reminds me of a line in Wugan. Like, first of all, in the chorus he says like just stay unbothered, and that's how you will feel happier. In the end, he also has a line that says, if you live every day like thinking about left and right, like thinking about how other people will judge you, then how can you talk about the spectacularness of life? So I feel like those two lines are really, really similar, and I really like that. Oh, there's this one part that is extremely CPN. Where is it? Okay, so it's like bravely going forward by yourself, kind of. He says to bid farewell to that, which my shipper brain says that's because they will walk forward together, shoulder by shoulder to the top of the snowy peaks. Okay. After that, the line after that, those two lines mean want to be a spiraling dragon or a lazy insect, blah blah blah. This is not my interpretation, but some people on Weibo from Chongqing said that his pronunciation for these three lines are extremely, extremely, extremely Chongqing dialect. Like, if you listen to Chongqing dialect rap, like by Guy and stuff, then you can kind of feel it's not Mandarin. And also, dragon and insects are their symbols, their symbolism that Chongqing people like a lot. I thought that was really interesting and worthy of noting. Last year, he suddenly shot to fame, and I wouldn't say he was like floundering or not knowing how to handle all of the sudden love and hate, but more like he had to figure out how to deal with it still. And what he came up with was that he should just stay true to himself, ignore the outside voices, and just do what he wants to do. So, but like I said before, he is still kind of passive, like he's reacting to the outside world. While after this year, in Rules of My World, he is a lot more in control, and he is instead inviting people to join his world. But, like, you're welcome to join my world, but if you don't like my world, if you don't want to follow my rules, then you can leave. I'm not going to change for you. I'm not going to do anything in order to make you happy, because this is my world and this is how I am going to stay happy. But the lyrics are also really comforting. Whether you want to bravely like overcome the obstacles, or if you're scared and want to hide inside of your shell, whether you want to like loudly complain to other people and party, or you want to cry endlessly by yourself, you're all welcome to come here, as long as you follow your heart. And yeah, so basically, follow your heart. I feel like the structure of these songs, like, I guess I haven't really analyzed or looked too much into Yibo's other songs, but these two, since they're both, he wrote the lyrics, I feel like it's interesting to see his style of writing. I don't know my terminology. So it goes verse, hook, English, and then the hook. Yeah, that's something else that I realized. And a singer or rapper who writes his own lyrics, you really get a sense of what they want, how they want the world to view them, or what they want to tell the world. And I think that's really something valuable.